Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Daily Book Summaries Challenge. We have set the target of completing 200 books in this year. On this journey, we came here on the number book 46. The name of the book that we have today is 8 Secrets to Powerful Manifesting. As today is a holy Gudi Padwa and Happy New Year for everyone. And the tagline of the book that we are reading right now is How to Create the Reality of Your Dreams, written by Mandy Morris. Let us see what does this book contains and what does author do for this. This book offers an 8-step approach. What are the thing? 8-step approach to increasing your self-awareness, rising your energetic vibration, and bringing about your heart's truest desires. Let us listen from about the author. Mandy Morris is a manifestation expert and the founder of Authentic Living, an online platform that helps people connect with their true selves to find their meaning, their purpose, their healing, and peace. Morris is also the author of Love. It's How I Manifest. Let us get started with 8-step approach. What are the 8 steps we need to inculcate in our daily lives to create the reality of our dreams? Imagine your perfect life. Just take 1 or 2 seconds. Imagine your perfect life. Where would you live? What is the place you would like to live? What is your dream place? Who would be with you? Who wants to be with you? What would you look like? Most importantly, how would you feel? Answer these 5 questions. Where would you live? What is your dream place? Who would be with you? Who along with you in your dream place? What would you look like? How are you looking like? And how would you feel? Answer these questions, and most of us have at least some idea of what our perfect life would look like. If you are already living your perfect life, that's amazing. And that might not be the right lessons for you right now. These are for those who are not having their perfect life. As for everyone else, are you frustrated you are not living the life right now? Perhaps you have even tried manifesting techniques earlier, like creating a vision board or doing a daily affirmations. While these things aren't bad, it can be frustrating if they are just not bringing you what you want. But what if you could simply order everything you needed to live your best life, like you are ordering in the Swiggy or Zomato? Oh, and how about putting a rush on those deliveries, like fast delivery? You will learn how to do just that in the 8 steps approach. Let us see each and every step. What does that Morris Mandy is saying to us? First step, monitor your thoughts and feeling to create energy awareness. Write down on the paper or digital notes or diary. Monitor your thoughts and feelings to create energy awareness. To improve something, you need a clear picture of what you are working with. The first secret is all about getting a read on your emotional state, whatever your emotional feeling state, whatever your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, you need to evaluate them. Your moods can fluctuate a lot. When you are happy, you are having a good mood. When you are feeling challenges or facing issues, your mood will swing like anything. Even a single day, even a single minute. So to get an accurate reading, check in with yourself at 4 specific times a day for next 15 days or for next 2 weeks. Try with 2 weeks asking these questions 4 times in a day. Set an alarm if you want to do it must. While this technique should continue past the initial 15 days, creating the habit will make it come more naturally to you later. What are the 6 questions to analyze the energy awareness? Write down on the paper. On a scale of 1 to 10, from terrible to great, how are you feeling right now? I'm typing in the chat box. How are you feeling right now? On a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is nothing but terrible, and 10 is nothing but very great. So share your score on that chat box. 7. Wonderful. And second question is, why are you feeling this way? What is the why? Why are you feeling this way? Any reason that you are feeling the score as 7? Once you write down the why you are having that score, let us move on to the next question. Is there anything what expected didn't go that way? Great. Let us go for third question. Is there anything from the past affecting your thoughts? Is there any memory, any experience, that your past memory affecting your thoughts on daily basis? Rate yourself out of 1 to 10. And coming to fourth question, 10 out of 10. Great. Fourth question is, are you thinking about future? What might happen tomorrow? What might happen in the next month? What might happen in the next year? Are you thinking about the future? Yes, of course. Great. Fifth question is, are you predicting an outcome? Are you predicting an outcome? Like, I want to become so-and-so. I want to get so-and-so sales. I want to write down this many books. I want to read so-and-so books. Great. Is this feeling of your own, or is it someone else's? Sometimes we borrow the feelings of others. So identify whether these feelings are belonging to your own, or is it belonging to someone else? So these are the 6 questions you need to ask yourself to identify your energy awareness or feelings awareness. Sometimes your answers will reveal the patterns about the situations, and it will reveal the patterns of the people who brings you good feelings or who brings you bad feelings. Are a free-flowing energy or blocking energies? It also gives you a snapshot, like you take screenshot, right? It also gives you a screenshot of your energy in all cases. It only means you stand to see the bigger gains through the next secret steps. This is the secret number 1. In the 8-step approach, this is the step 1. You need to identify, you need to monitor your thoughts and feelings with the help of 6 questionnaire. Let us see the step 2. It is both mix. Super, no problem. Sometimes we will carry out by our own feelings. Sometimes we will carry out by others' feelings into our bucket. We need to empty the bucket, whatever it is. Let us move on to the step 2. Determine what causes your low feelings to control your emotions, decisions, and energy. You should now have a solid list of your emotional highs or emotional lows. When you have feel high energy, high emotions, when you feel low energy, low feelings. This brings us the second step, which involves in examining the dark stuff and getting it out of the way. We need to remove the dark stuff out of the life. So that is the reason. Determine what causes your low feelings. No one is trying to live an unfulfilled life. Are you willing to try unfulfilled life? No one. No one will live that. But many of us likely have unconscious or false beliefs that are impacting our daily decisions. Some of these beliefs may have been formed during childhood. Maybe during childhood, you might be going through health challenges like me, or you might be going through relationship challenges. You might be seeing your family always fighting each other. You might be seeing your surroundings quarreling each other. There might be a lot of traumas happen in your childhood. The beliefs formed from the childhood has that strong strength. In experience, we don't even remember, but it will always affect you. Still, others might be handed down generationally. Regardless of where the beliefs came from, they can cause us to create low vibing personas within. Write down your low emotional state in your life, starting from your childhood, in your school age, or in your college age, or in your family age, where you marry with your spouse and you live the family age. After that, your kids. After that, your responsibilities. All this life journey, in the life journey, where is your low emotional state happened in your life? Dig deep into your belief and your persona, and it will bring you a fresh perspective. It's important to carefully comb through your list of low moments for anything that sparks a sense, whether it was the situation itself or the way you felt. When you hit a snag in life, when you hit a challenge in your life, you will be able to respond from a higher place of power because you will know exactly what you are bringing on the table. So this is the second step. First step is monitor your thoughts and feelings. Second step is identify your low moments. Let us see the step number 3. So let us use mood hacks to counter negative emotions and instantly feel better. You have done the self-awareness deep diver. You have identified the negatives in the second step. So let us go for the next third step. It's very simple. You have more control over your emotional state than you think. This might sound surprising, but you can actually develop and use a set of custom tricks to counter negative emotions and boost your mood anytime. Means in this step, you are tweaking your emotions. Morris recommends you pick at least 9 tricks, 3 activities each from the different categories. So I'm repeating the 9 tricks. Pick any 3 activities. See, given the categories as physical, spiritual, and emotional. These are the 3 categories. In these physical activities, which includes like breathing exercise, dancing, walking. Spiritual practices include meditation, praying, and gratitude. Whereas a mental tricks might be playing your favorite song or listening it, or taking a cue from your spouse, or imagining people as role models. These are all mental tricks or solving puzzles. Don't know what works for you. Are you feeling that what works for you is difficult? A good place to start is with your list from step 1. Start with physical, then spiritual, and then mental. Look at any notes you made about feeling good and at what you were doing in those moments. Recollect your happy memories, when you feel happy and what made you feel happy. These may be activities you can lean into more. The tricks aren't just temporary fixes that provide relief in that moment. If you use them often enough in tough situations, you might be going through tough situations in your life. At the time, if you use these techniques, that 9 tricks that I have shared, or else at least 3 activities from this, your brain gradually learns to pass in expectation of something good. That brief moment buys your time to better process a situation before reacting. And it increases the likelihood that your response will come from a higher emotional state. Speaking of higher emotional states, let us move on to the step number 4. I hope so. Step number 3 is clear. Is it clear? Okay. Let us move on to the step number 4. Step number 4 is loving yourself will raise your vibration and invite the love of others. So first step is what we have done. We have identified the emotional awareness. Second, we have found the root cause of the low moments or low emotions. In the third step, we have identified the mood hacks and how to overcome at least 9 activities. Let us see the fourth step. By now, you know how important it is raise your vibrations. That's why the fourth secret or fourth step focuses specifically on love, which is one of the most elevated and powerful emotions. Love is defined as a feeling of complete acceptance and a desire for a person's highest good. Write down on the paper or digital notes. Love is defined as a feeling of complete acceptance, and a desire for a person's highest good. When you accept this love from other people or from a divine source, your own vibration elevates from that power surge. But in order to maximize all that love can do, you also need to be giving it to yourself, which means you need to share your love with yourself. That might seem impossible if you are unhappy with your life. Maybe you blame yourself for a past failure or you feel ashamed of what you have done. You could be receiving all the external love in the world and not know it because you are completely blocking it with those heavy emotions in the back. Luckily, you just learned how to counter negative emotions with the positive ones. The approach of self-love is similar to the step 3. Maurice shares a powerful formula that worked for her. Develop self-love by investing in activities that care for your mind, your body, and your spirit soul. Let us see what are the activities. Carefully listen and write down this. Eating healthy food, getting enough sleep, engaging in spiritual practices, interacting with your family, interacting with your friends. These types of activities, these are the simple 4 activities. You can have many activities which helps you have self-love, which helps your mind, body, spirit in control. Eating healthy food, getting enough sleep, engaging in spiritual practices, and interacting with family and friends. You will discover things when you feed your momentum of feeling good. And sometimes you grow into the others, like supporting them, like trying new recipes in the cooking, or joining a gym for building a body, whatever it is. Do more of them more often. Eventually, you will have plenty of love to give and will be able to help raise the vibrations of other people. So let us move on to 5th step. In the 4th step, we have seen how to love yourself or how to embrace your mind, body, and spirit. Let us see 5th step. Whatever the 4th step we have gone through, self-love, let that self-love inform your intentions and start manifesting with power. You are already manifesting these things based on your energies you emit, right? And as you know, that hasn't always resulted in things that served you or the world around you. When you put in the work to raise your vibration, it creates a mindset of positive intent or intentions behind everything you ask of the universe. So put your vibration of love in your work. In other words, when you are in the frequency to transmit a desire with positive intention and have faith in the best possible outcome, you are in alignment with the source that will deliver it. Like we call it as God's energy, as Morris calls like this, God's energy. Start with one small goal, either it is a small, minute one or a bigger one. Start with one single goal and follow these 5 actions to manifest it. Again, reminding, take notes or listen carefully. We will see the 5 steps for achieving this single targeted goal. First step is do one more check-in time to ensure that your intention is positive and clear. Question the why behind your desire. If you are setting a goal of making 1 lakh amount, ask why you want 1 lakh and see how the answer resonates with you energetically. If it feels a little off, you may need to reset your energy and revise your goal. So first step is revisit your goal and make sure why is clear. Second step, write your goal on paper or write your goal on digital notes, framing it as a statement of what you are becoming. Statements beginning with I am in the process of so and so are more believable to your mind and keep your vibration high. I am in the process of writing a book within 30 days. It's a simple goal. Like this, you can write down your goal very clearly in the format of statements. And let us move on to the step number 3 in goal format, which is nothing but expand your goal. What exactly will it include? If I have to write a book, what are the steps it needed? What are the chapters it included? What are the number of pages I have to include? What are the contents? What are the images I need to collect? What are the stories I need to include? Give it a timeline for each and everything. For each and every chapter, you can give a timeline. In my case, when you do what you want, it will show up. Let us take an example. You might describe or you might draw your soulmate's values and appearance and say you want to meet them within 6 months. Like you can also take a drawing board, you can draw some person or you can take that person's name and you can say to yourself, I will meet this person within 6 months, within 1 year, whatever it is. So third step is expand your goal in more detail, how you do that. Fourth step is spend 15 minutes meditating on your goal when you early wake up, means when you wake up early morning or right before bed. This is a powerful secret. It is really working. So I have trusted this earlier also. Before going to bed, try to repeat your goal on your mind. It is no need to write down on paper or no need to write down on the digital screens also. Spend some 15 minutes time while closing eyes. If you are not getting sleep, just visualize your goal for 15 minutes, either before going to bed or as soon as you wake up. Call to mind every sense and emotion about how you will experience it. And fifth step is, final step is, after your meditation, release it and go about your day as you normally would. Do any practices necessary to stay in your highest energetic state. Either you come into the dancing stage or you come into the jumping jacks or exercise, whatever you feel, come into highest energetic state. You might be thinking, is that it? Can't I do anything else? You can do anything else. And that's covered in the next final 3 steps. So in the step number 5, it is all about designing one goal and 5 steps. Okay. Let us move on to the 6th step. Make a plan to help you recognize and manage next steps. These 3 steps are more than what you do for manifesting. Okay. So 6th step is making a plan to keep your goal on the top of mind, manage your setbacks or interfering circumstances. To draft your plan, write down your goal and then think about all the tasks or events required to get it. I call this as a milestone. So when you have a goal, split down into the milestones, each and every milestone, whether it may be small or big. Remember to keep an open mind during the process. It doesn't have to happen on your own way. When you are climbing your mountain, you might have your own plan, but it is not according to your plan. Sometimes you need to tweak your plans also. It's more important to keep your faith that it will happen. Maurice shares a story about a client named John. Let us listen from the one particular client, John, who was a therapist working to manifest a retreat for trafficking and abuse victims. Joan wrote down her tasks, starting with finding funding to begin construction. Means she started from funding. Within 2 days, her story inspired a relative who gave her the exact amount she needed for that step. This allowed Joan to focus on the other steps leading to the goal. If your intentions truly align with the greatest and best outcome for all, your results may arrive in bigger ways than you ever imagined. Let us see how you refine your goal and how you keep maintaining high energy in the next step. As your life transforms with your higher energetic existence, 7th step tells you it's time to use the frequency to overhaul your entire belief system. You likely left with a few beliefs, self-sabotaging habits, and root causes unexamined. Means you might be missing the root causes in sometimes. Even newer beliefs may have become less relevant depending on how much or how quickly your life is changing. Let us conduct a cross-examination, which keeps any old issues from showing up and dismantling everything you have created. Remember, continuous improvement keeps you thriving and growing. I learned this technique from Kaizen, Japanese technique. Kaizen means continuous improvement. After all, you want to stay in a place where you are fulfilled and making a positive impact, right? And wouldn't you want to make an even greener impact or greater impact, especially if all it would take a little fine tuning? Maurice recommends re-establishing your rules. Whatever you have set down the milestones, write down the rules and regulations. Either it is a single rule or focused exercise, or as you encounter situations that challenge them. But before you do that, you can prime your mind with a simple meditation. This is a meditation. Close your eyes, visualize what I'm telling. Imagine opening a box containing note cards. Close your eyes and imagine you are opening a box containing note cards, and each card with a rule that no longer serves you. As you read them, imagine you are writing a new rule on clean note cards, which you then place in a separate box you have organized for your lifestyle category. Paying attention to the messages that appear in the meditation can guide you your actual approach and process. Remember that you might have one box with all the note cards, earlier note cards, and you are picking randomly that one card, and based on that you are writing a new rule on blank card and placing it on another box. This will help you guide your actual approach and process. Great. I hope so. Your meditation is clear. Open your eyes. Let us move on to the final step, which is the most important. Vividly imagine your future self. All of the steps we have outlined so far are more about your plan of the past and present. Let us see how we can plan our future self. Become friends with the future version of yourself. Either you can select a role model you want to become, or if you don't have one, try to create your own role model of your own. Imagine that person so deeply. Suppose Akhil V1 is right now, Akhil V2 might be the second version or future version. Imagine that person so deeply and in so much detail that you truly connect with that person, and then bring them to your help whenever needed. I have my inspiration as Thomas Alva Edison, as well as APJ Abdul Kalam, Mother Teresa. I am following multiple people. Swami Vivekananda. Whenever I feel low, I'll bring them into my journey. Sometimes when I feel failure, I always remember Thomas Alva Edison. If he failed 10,000 times, why can't I? You have been working toward this all along. To become aware of your future potential, you first establish an understanding of what emotions you feel and why, how to master them. You picked up tricks to rise and maintain a high vibe, which gave you at least a hint of your capacity. You then experienced the heightened frequency that love brings. This elevated frequency allowed you to manifest with pure intention and stay attuned to the process. And then you closely consider what future you would need as you further refined your beliefs. These are the 8 steps we have covered. Now that you know what you would be like and the rules you will live by, Maurice recommends you apply this knowledge to your meditation before going to bed and after waking up. Imagine connecting with your future version of you in a quiet, beautiful space. When you ask your future self few questions, trust that answers come from a place informed by your highest values. Observe the feelings that rise during your meditation and work to align your current actions and energy with that vibration. By consistently practicing the first 7 secrets, you can create an ever-improving wise counsel within yourself. These are all 8 steps. I am revising all the 8 steps again. You can quickly attract the abundant life as you want by raising your personal vibrations. This is achieved by 8 secrets. First 4 secrets are all about identify your thoughts and master your thoughts, embrace your negative emotions, embrace your reactions, and embrace your energy that surrounds you. With practice, your energetic vibration rises to match the frequency of all the good things and experience you seek. Whereas 5th and 6th secrets or steps are all about writing your goal or manifesting your plan. How you can learn the vibrational alignment improves your quality of your intention, clarity of your goal, clarity of your message, and your ability to maximize what you receive. Whereas in the 7th and 8th steps, we have seen how to refine the process, reinforce and discuss about the future self, how to see the future self with visualization, and further elevate your frequency to sustain your new reality. So this is how you can manifest your dreams into reality with the help of 8-step approach, as well as few 6 questions as you have seen. Thank you so much. See you in tomorrow in another summary. Until then, stay connected.